You're welcome to the Messiah channel. We dedicate our messages to end time events, and today our message is dedicated to the indictment of Donald J. Trump, the 45th President of the United States. As you are aware, Donald Trump has been indicted by the district attorney of Manhattan in New York, and he is going to face trial. It's an unprecedented event. It has not happened ever in the history of the United States. I'm looking at Donald Trump because our channel focuses on important events and key people who matter in the end times. I was watching a channel, and the presenter said that the arrest or the indictment of Trump is spiritual because of what Trump did for Israel. Trump made a law, an order, transferring the embassy of America from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, and also holding publicly that Jerusalem is the eternal capital of Israel. And the presenter also said that since the indictment of Donald Trump, there has been tornadoes and earthquakes over the United States. I don't know whether it's true, whether it's false, but I'm looking at Donald Trump. I've already done videos about Donald Trump, and I believe that Donald Trump is important for the end times. I want to let you know that the final trumpet of heaven has already sounded based upon a vision that I had on August 27, 2013. So we are looking at 2013 and we are in 2023 moving forward, and things that are happening in the world are happening in the context of the sounding of the final trumpet of heaven. When I say the final trumpet of heaven, read Revelation chapter 11, verse 15. When the seventh angel sounds the final trumpet, that's it. The voices in heaven and the earth will proclaim Yeshua Messiah as the King who will rule the heavens and the earth, and it will be forever and ever. So that's the revelation I had going back to the year 2013, August 27. I've already made a video that on 20th of July 2018, in a vision, I saw Trump in a room signing a document, and that document was titled The Real World Order. And I conclude, based on the vision, that I believe Trump is part of the New World Order. The New World Order is the satanic order, is the last government that will usher in the Antichrist, and it will be the period preceding the arrival of the Messiah, Yeshua, Jesus Christ. I also recall another vision I had, and Trump was handing over power to a 4-star general. Who is a 4-star general? In America, a 4-star general is somebody who has distinguished himself. He knows the war. And if Trump is handing over power to a 4-star general, tell me the prophetic implication. Trump is loved by many. He's loved by the people in Israel, and some of them consider him to be the Messiah. He's lauded by evangelicals in America, having moved the U.S. embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. So Trump is a defender of the Jews, but is Trump a defender of the Hebrews, the black people, the African Americans who were taken into slavery in fulfillment of the prophecy about the Hebrews in Deuteronomy chapter 28. You remember the year 2019 marked the 400 years anniversary of the enslavement of African Americans, the Hebrews in United States. And there was a 2019 project in commemoration of the 400 years anniversary of that captivity. Donald J. Trump doesn't like that project. He publicly criticized the project. So if Donald Trump is a defender of Jews in Israel, I would not say that Donald Trump is a defender of Hebrews all over the world, because we have to remember there is a contention who is a true Hebrew. And if you go to Revelation chapter 2 verse 9, Revelation chapter 3 verse 9, the Messiah himself said, beware of those who call themselves Jews. They are not, but they are the synagogue of Satan. And so for those who hate Trump as a defender of Jews, Israel, I'm not sure whether Trump will also be a defender of the Hebrews scattered over the world who are going to be guarded by the Messiah in the last days. Is Trump in favor of them? Is Trump a defender of them? Is Trump their Messiah? Is Trump important for them? It depends upon who you talk to, whether you talk to the evangelicals in America or whether you talk to the Negroes and the Hebrews who are scattered on the streets in Memphis, Tennessee, and in Chicago, in Jamaica, and other parts of the world. And Trump is saying that the enemy of America is not Russia or China, but there are people inside the United States. It's very, very interesting for Trump saying that, and he also said that his indictment will lead to death and destruction. Is Trump also among the prophets? We have to see what will happen, whether his indictment will lead to death and destruction. He's prophesying what will come, and if his indictment leads to death and destruction, I will not be surprised, because based on the vision that I had in 2018, the implication of the document that Trump signed was so bad that everybody that I saw in the vision, everybody was shocked. The Trump indictment, is it going to lead to civil unrest or civil war? It's too early to say. But let's look at one important thing. The DA in Manhattan, Alvin Bragg, he is a black man, he is a Negro, and he proffered criminal charges against Donald Trump, a white former American president. And Donald Trump referred to Alvin Bragg as an animal. I don't know which type of animal, whether it's a goat, whether it's a cow, but Trump will define what type of animal is Alvin Bragg. So this is a racial imagery, a Negro indicting a hero, a Negro indicting a hero, a Negro instigating a hero, the hero of the right, the hero of the evangelicals. I know that the indictment was prophetic. Why do I say that? I say that because I've already made videos. Those who have watched my videos will probably know that. I remember a video I made, and it was legal battle facing Trump. It was looming, and lo and behold, it has come true. Trump has already been indicted. And in the vision that I had, I saw a confrontation because I saw Hillary Clinton on one side and Donald Trump on the other side. So the indictment is also political. It's part of the struggle for power between Republicans and Democrats. It's also spiritual in the sense that in the United States, as you can see from Ephesians 6:12, we do not wrestle with flesh and blood. We wrestle with principalities and powers and spiritual wickedness in high places. So I believe that there is dissension in the spiritual realm. The forces that control the United States, there is dissension within them, and it's happening at the time that the final trumpet of heaven has sounded. It's also happening at the time when we are moving to 2024, an election year, and a time when America will also observe a solar eclipse 7 years after the great American solar eclipse in 2017. 2024 election year, America will experience a solar eclipse, and Donald J is a candidate for 2024 presidential election. Would the indictment hurt him or help him? If Donald Trump overcomes the indictment and he escapes the indictment without any political humiliation, without any political repercussions, and if he contests for the election and he wins, and I will conclude that we have to be very careful. The reason why I'm saying that is that Trump, based upon the vision that I've had about him, I can conclude Trump is not an ordinary person spiritually. He's a very powerful person. I'm not saying whether he's for God or he's not for God. Or I'll say that Trump is a powerful person. After all, he was a person I saw in a vision signing the real world order document, which means the New World Order document. He is the person who signed that document, and so he is a very important person. I would say that you cannot take sides when the left and the right are fighting, when the kingdom of darkness is fighting. You have to remember that the indictment of Trump is unprecedented, and his supporters are saying that U.S. has now become a third world banana country. That's fine. So the U.S. will experience what happened in Panama when the president of Panama was handcuffed and brought to stand trial in the United States. The U.S. will also see how it will be when Putin is handcuffed and sent to court in the International Criminal Court already, and the ICC has issued a warrant for arrest of Putin. And prophetically, Donald Trump, indictment has come. And he who leads people into captivity will go into captivity. And at the time when the Messiah is preparing to come, all hills must be made low. All mountains must be made low. And nations that are very proud, they call themselves democracy. We are superpowers. When we talk, nobody will have to talk, and they will be humbled. And so if United States has become a banana country because Trump has been indicted, it means that the U.S. is being paid in the same coin that he paid other nations, intending nations in Latin America, in Central America, in Africa to be banana republic. People will be humbled. Some people say that Trump is an instrument of God. Probably they may be right, because if you look into history, God has used so many people to achieve their purpose. Even Nebuchadnezzar was considered to be God's anointed, because the Lord used Nebuchadnezzar to do his will. The Lord used Cyrus to do his will. And so the Lord will use Trump to do his will, even if that will cause the humbling of the United States, even if that will cause the destruction of the United States, because it has been decreed in Revelation chapter 18 that Babylon will be destroyed in 1 hour and with fire. Thank you for watching this video.